Hello, boys and girls. Ultimate Hero here. Welcome to Let's Discuss Part 2. Possibly there might be Part 3. It depends on how we talk and how quickly. Anyway, I still need to finish the first question, so I'll be doing that, but let me introduce everybody else. Ladies first. Go, Christy.
Hello, but it's me, Christy.
And the other
What's
guy.
up? It's Skidaro again.
Alright, now I'm going to be the
I
one
never left.
talking for the most part.
We never left.
The first
Yeah.
question, for those that somehow forgot, is what do you expect at E3? Second question, which we'll be answering later, I'll say that again later. Anyway, let's get right down to it. The games I am theorizing, I have two big games, but I'll save one right now, and I'll save the other one for the end. The first game, Super Smash Bros. What do I expect? I have a feeling they're going to be talking about exactly as to how it's going to be different on the Wii U and the 3DS. I think they mentioned, if I recall, they said that there are going to be some characters only on the 3DS, while there are going to be some characters only on the Wii U. And perhaps by those interacting, you can unlock the exclusive characters from the other side.
Yeah, I totally forgot that they were both on Wii U and 3DS.
That seems to be forgettable, so even if I don't get a Wii U, I won't entirely miss out. So, to those that are handheld gamers like me, congratulations, you won't be too left out. You won't miss out too much.
Also, I would also like to see how the players would be controlled on the gamepad and
That will
stylus.
make
That'll be interesting.
That will be interesting, but I don't know how they do it. But they might say, in fact, it might not even be used at all. Maybe.
Come on, I don't know.
Maybe. But anyway, anything else I want to talk about? The adventure mode, like what they discussed. However, they are going to have to deal with the Melee phase. Like how Melee was such a great game and there was so much expectations in Brawl. They might pull off a Brawl with at least the story, because they have a lot of expectations to do.
Hey, I personally prefer Brawl over Melee.
Yeah,
so.
but not a lot of people. But there's only one thing I hate about Brawl compared to Melee, and you all know what that is. Tripping mechanic. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that.
That was stupid, but it doesn't bother me that much.
Yeah, but sometimes it happens when it really matters, or like when the moment really
it
counts.
does. That was a stupid move on their part, I have to admit. So
I can understand with the banana
but
peel.
still,
yeah.
still,
It's
Brawl's
not
a great
bad.
game, and
Brawl
I
is
still
a good
prefer it
game.
over Melee.
It lacked the DLC, which I hope that it will have, which I think it will, because now they're trying to put a lot more emphasis on online, unlike they used to. Because Brawl was originally going to have DLC with new maps, but because of how bad the servers were and how bad the service was, I guess they must have dropped it. There were going to be new maps and possibly new characters, but more likely just new maps. And it might have been free. I don't think they would have charged for just a few new maps. I don't think they need to pull off a Call of Duty. We don't like that.
Yeah,
At least I don't.
Call of Duty.
I don't actually hate the series. I hate the fan base of it. But that's
Totally.
I'll get to that later, because I actually do have that game on my list. Anyway, new characters. I only have 3. And I do have a crack one just for the hell of it. Anyway, first one, Mewtwo. He might come back. However, he's gonna be the next Zelda Sheik with like 2 forms, possibly 3, because there are rumors of Mewtwo having a 3rd form.
Yeah, I heard about
The
that.
theory is that Mewtwo is having a form original to how he was originally designed, and then there's another one where he's going to be closer to designed to Mew, which is really interesting, following the X and Y chromosomes. Because he is the genetic Pokemon, so it makes sense, and I like that theory. So he might possibly have 3 forms now.
What about Lucario? Since Lucario is the
Either-
successor to Mewtwo in that game.
Either he's going to be scrapped because he was the Ike of the game, which I will talk about something about Ike later, but he was the popular Pokemon at the time, making a big trend, so they switched out Mewtwo. But they were originally going to put Mewtwo in there, but they took him out, I believe, due to time constraints or for whatever reason that we don't know and probably never will know. But hopefully they might have both, because I like Lucario despite how I suck playing as him. He's not that bad, and he has a nice gimmick to his character.
The trick to him is the more damage you have on him, the more powerful he is.
It's a double-edged sword, but it can matter in the most dire of situations.
Yeah.
But anyway, next character. This one is a long shot to me. This is one of the long shot characters. Lloyd Irving from Tales of Symphonia. Lloyd.
Okay, I'm gonna have to say what to that.
I have my reasons, Derek. As I've mentioned many times, and I will say many more times, Namco Bandai is in charge of this game, so they have free rights to put in a character if they so please. And why does Lloyd make the most sense? Well, really, what other franchises that are exclusive to Namco Bandai have been on Nintendo consoles that are really, really, really popular? Not much. Pac-Man?
That's what my reason is for Pac-Man being in there.
Makes sense, but for me, Lloyd Irving, has that chance because he was in one of the most sold GameCube games of all time. A lot of people have played Tales of Symphonia.
I didn't.
Over
I've
1
never
million.
played Tales of Series. Again, pan me if you want. I'm sorry.
I'm not
a
gonna
Tales
pan you.
child.
Remember,
Bye.
Derek, it's kind of a third-party game, but it was surprisingly very popular for its time. It sold a total of 1 million copies. The only game closest enough to get close to that of its franchise is Vesperia with 800,000. So
Yeah.
Lloyd Irving is well known by some people who play Nintendo. Maybe they'll be like, "Oh, I remember him. I used to play that game."
Derek,
So him coming back
What?
would be a nice nostalgic trip.
it's fine. I don't know. I don't play Tales game either.
Okay.
We are aware of that. We heard you two. Now both of you hush up. Anyway, so Lloyd, and then there's finally Crom, another swordsman.
Yes.
Crom, he might replace Ike, though I don't think he should because Ike is a heavy swordsman. He is
We
by
like
far
Ike.
one of the, yeah, not just that. I'm being serious
And he
here.
fights for his friends.
He should replace Marth.
He might replace Marth. That
Why
or-
would he replace Marth? Because Marth is the
They're
first
both. They both
character.
have very similar styles of swordplay. They both wield the same sword, the falchion.
Well, so did Roy in Melee.
Roy
they
had
both-
another sword.
Well, yeah, but they were both carbon copies of each other,
Yeah.
fighting-wise.
So that's why Crom might replace that, or he might be different. He might be in between those two, because Ike is a heavy hitter. He is clearly different. When they made a different character from Roy, they definitely did. Ike is
Oh,
a heavy
yeah.
swordsman, and he's actually really good. So I don't think they will get rid of him that easily. They don't want to get rid of any characters if possible. So Ike might stay, but Crom, it makes sense for Crom because he appeared in Brawl because that was the popular series, Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance.
Mm-hmm.
So this era is Fire Emblem Awakening, which is popular. In fact, I just ordered the game yesterday for $30 on Amazon.
I finished it recently too.
Let's not talk about the game for
I'm
spoilers.
thinking about getting it.
Yay!
But I'll probably never
You
follow
should.
up on that.
Okay, anyway. So, with that, it's going to be really hard for this because we have a lot of swordsmen and what makes them unique. Lloyd's a dual swordsman. Crom looks like a regular swordsman to me. The other swordsman I have in mind is between Kratos and Zelos from Symphonia because they are magic swordsmen. They use magic spells like fire and lightning spells. Super Lightning Blade! So, that would make them more unique because they actually can do distant attacks when they're not doing close quarter combat. So I could see them more than Lloyd because they're more unique, but I doubt because they're probably not as popular, despite Zelos getting a higher place in the polls than Lloyd sometimes. Maybe, we'll see. Anyway, that's it for Smash Brothers. Next game, Mario Kart for the Wii U.
Wait, what was your cracked one?
Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot one. You guys know who I'm thinking of, just for the hell of it. Narukami. I went there.
I thought you said something.
Who?
Persona 4
Main character
protagonist.
of Persona 4.
Oh, okay.
He
well,
could fight with
yeah,
his Persona 2.
He'll never be in there.
He
Sorry
never
to say,
will.
Josh.
Yeah,
I know,
that's
but
cool.
hey, it couldn't hurt me to dream.
Eh.
He's a harder shot in the dark than Lloyd. Lloyd has some hope because
Well, I'm hoping for Professor Layton and Banjo-Kazooie, so, yeah.
yeah. So sue me. Anyway,
I'm hoping some
I've been stuck on one game for 8 minutes, so let me hurry this up.
Okay,
We're probably gonna go into a third part from the way it's looking like.
probably.
So I'll just add this and I'll get it out. Anyway, Mario Kart for the Wii U. Shin Megami Tensei 4, which I like the gimmick because the armor you wear will change how you fight, or not how you fight, or what stats will grow. And it will change your overall look. Not a lot of RPGs do that. Mostly Western, like Skyrim, where if you equip something else, it won't look so generic. It'll look like completely unique armor.
Yeah, Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout 2, actually. You're right. And, of course, it's Shin Megami Tensei 4. We haven't seen the mainstream franchise in about near 10 years, since 3. But let's hope it captures that off-key, post-apocalyptic, you are all alone, like you're one of the last people on Earth type of feeling that Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne did. If they can do that, I'll be really pleased. But so far, it looks like it isn't. Either that, or we're just seeing like much before when it happens. But maybe. Next, we have I have a lot of Zelda actually. Wind Waker HD. You know why I love Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Return to
Yeah.
the Past is
Wait.
interesting.
Wind Waker's my favorite, too.
Does it have a release date for Wind Waker? HD?
It's in fall. I think in October.
Sometime.
Damn, a lot of fall games like Ace Attorney 5 and shit.
Yeah. Well, it's
Wait, that's
summer
what it's
for
called?
Japan.
Return to the Past?
There's Return to the Past. I think that's what it's called.
It's called... Wow. They've been doing a lot of return stuff lately. Donkey Kong Country returns, Kirby's Return to Dreamland.
Yeah, that must be their new thing. But
Mm.
this one's a shot in the dark. I don't think it'll happen, but I can't get my hopes down just yet. A new Zelda game for the Wii U, though I don't think they will because, they wanted a new one for the 3DS and it looks like they got it now, so maybe not.
Yeah, probably.
Next, as much as I love this series, I kind of want it dead, but knowing Microsoft, they're not going to let it die. Gears of War. One of my very few favorite shooters out there, it likely will get a sequel because they're just trying to milk the fuck out of that thing like they
Yeah,
are with
they
Halo.
can-
Kind of like Call of Duty.
Not
Why not?
true, but Halo's the next best thing in
Like,
terms
just
of
let it be.
milking the
Let
damn
it
thing.
die. Like,
Gears of
shit.
War had its end, but then they did a prequel, which kind of makes sense because they could live off of prequels because like what build up to the Locust War, because you had the Pendulum Wars. That would be interesting, but regardless.
Yeah.
Next,
Okay,
oh, what?
I was gonna add to that. Like the reason why I don't really like Microsoft or Sony that much is just because like not all, but most of their lineup is consisted of like first-person shooters. Just
Yeah,
because
they
of-
do have some. Like PlayStation 3 has more JRPGs.
Yeah, that's
again,
what I've noticed.
Like
like
Halo
again,
does.
I'm not panning on anything here.
I
I'm
think
just
I think
stating.
we should make
It's
sure
his
that's
opinion,
established.
guys.
Yeah. Anyway, next we have Call of Duty Ghosts. Why I'm thinking of this, I'm really curious as to what the ghosts mean. From what you see warriors of ancient past like Romans, samurai warriors, which I'm happy about because that guy kind of looked like Masamune Date, and some other types of tribal people from the past, like natives and all that. So that I wonder how they will affect the combat. I was hoping that it might actually involve them more, but I doubt it. It's Call of Duty. It's all guns. If they can prove me wrong, feel free to, because I want a more middle-aged RPG too. Or not RPG, shooter. Excuse me. Or not shooter, you know what I mean. Fight him. Whatever. Anyway, next, Phoenix Wright 5. More Apollo Justice. I'm satisfied that he's still a defense attorney.
Yes.
Yeah, I like how me and Chrissy have been quiet for most of this.
Because I can silence you two. You
Well,
two.
just because we have nothing to say because we wasted what we wanted to say for
My
mine and
part.
Christy's argument. Well, not just yours, mine too.
That's fine with me. And I have a
Whatever.
big list. I'm
Continue,
about
Josh.
about
Wait,
halfway through with this one.
I remember when me and Josh thought Apollo Justice was a prosecutor because of the look.
Yeah, he
Okay.
looked like one, but thank God! I'm so happy. I didn't want to go up against him in
I
court.
wonder how many cases are going to be in the game anyway. Like,
I'm
have
thinking it's
some-
going to be 8. It's been such a long time, and the game can go longer now. And the fact that there looks like there's going to be animated cutscenes, so there will be some voice acting.
Yeah, that's really interesting. But hopefully
So
it's
it
not
looks like they
fully
took something
voice
from
acting.
Professor Layton, Derek.
Oh yeah.
I hope it's not like fully voice acting.
No,
Like,
it's not. It looks like it'll
the
just be
cutscenes.
I'm thinking those animated cutscenes are going to appear when a case like a murder happens,
Hmm.
and just like some parts before major cinematics. Like fifth case.
And of course the objection stuff like that.
Objections and all that stuff is going to be voice acted as always.
And can I say something?
What?
I'm glad Miles Edwards is in it. I'm like, he's not gonna be in it. I feel yay.
They better not do. Oh, let's put him in the final case only, and that's it. I want to see him in like at least 2.
Yeah, imagine if they
Yeah.
did.
They might do that again. They did that with
I'm like,
Justice for All. and
fuck.
Trials and Tribulations.
Well,
No, not
the first
Trials and
game he's in
Tribulations.
3 of them.
Okay, next game's Pokemon X and Y. I'm pretty sure they're going to talk about this considering it's a worldwide release now. And they might reveal some new Pokemon and possibly, and these are just rumors that I heard, but supposedly they're going to explain some gimmicks that have never happened before. As well, the same thing, they might interview Retro Studios after the shows, or before. Because
Oh,
Retro
man, I
Studios,
love
there's a
Retro
rumor,
Studios.
supposedly they're doing something that nobody has ever done before. Who knows what it could be on? They never said what game it's for. For all we know, I'm hoping to God it's Starfox. Give me a Starfox with online.
Yeah.
Though, okay, as I've said many times, Starfox Assault's multiplayer, if you have a friend, it is some of the best times you're ever going to have. But it never had online. Though it was supposed to have LAN, but they took it out. So,
Really?
yeah, the Star Fox Assault multiplayer was supposed to be LAN mode too, or was supposed to have it, but they never added it, or they took it out. But regardless,
Oh.
here's hoping that Retro Studios might have something completely
Yeah.
revolutionary for something. I would want Star Fox back because it's been a long time since he got another game. Even though Command kind of looked like an end game because of all those endings, it kind of had the fan fiction route. AUs basically. Lots and lots of AUs. AU stands for alternate universe for those that don't know. Next game, I don't know why. I'm thinking of a Fire Emblem either for the 3DS again or perhaps the Wii U.
Yeah. Actually, going back to what Retro Studio has, is that we don't really know anything about it, but what we've heard, it's quote unquote something that everyone wants them to do.
I'm thinking Starfox, but they could be thinking Zelda, but I don't think Zelda's really should be.
I'm thinking it's a new Banjo-Kazooie game.
For all we know, it could be. Maybe. I could see them doing that. I could see them doing that. Anyway, Fire Emblem for the Wii U or the 3DS, just another game, though I might be too soon, but there is so much they could improve on from the last one, which that one was such an improvement. Because it looks like they're trying to work more on socialism. I'm not talking about the economical term. I mean the characters interacting with one another. Because that's what a lot of JRPGs are doing now. Devil Survivor's doing that. Persona did that a lot, and they did it very well.
Yeah.
And that's why it's one of the best RPGs out there, Derek. But yeah.
Hey, I'm not hating on it. I'm just
you make me
not
feel
a
like
fan.
you make me feel ashamed to be a fan sometimes, Derek.
Whatever. You do the same thing to me too.
I don't. Oh yeah, probably. But that's fair. All's fair in love and war.
Yeah.
Anyway, next game. I don't know if they're gonna do this. Tales Symphonia HD remake. There are rumors of it happening. They might announce it in the Sony part because they're saying it's gonna be on the PS3 only. I'll be happy with it. Yeah. So if I get a PlayStation 3, I know what I'm getting. Next up, a 3D Pokemon game on the Wii U.
Wii U Pokemon. Yeah, that's something I'm really hoping they would show at E3. Like Nintendo as a surprise, Wii U Pokemon Snap.
That would actually work. I can see why you think that because it kind of looks like a camera.
Yeah, with the gamepad as a camera, it'd be like ching ching.
That
so
actually could be interesting. That's a nice game.
People want it.
I wouldn't mind wanting it. That'd be a long game though.
A lot of people want it.
What I'm thinking for this one, there are rumors that they want to do a sequel to XD Gala Darkness, and I would love that.
Gala Darkness is pretty good.
And it's gonna be on the Wii U too.
I already explained my theories in one of the Let's Plays a long time ago, but yeah. That's just a shot in the dark, but here's hoping. Super Mario, a platformer for it. We've been waiting for this, so it might happen. They were supposed to announce some Mario stuff, so it might be. Mario and Luigi RPG, the Dream Team, that might be.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that game.
I want to see where Bowser's involved in this, because I miss playing as Bowser already.
As seen in my Mario Luigi Superstar Saga LP, which you all should totally watch.
Derek.
I'm not here to self-advertise, don't worry.
I'm almost done with this list. Pikmin 3. I saw a bit of the purple and white Pikmin. I want to know if they get nerfed. Also, Meta Knight in the Smash Brothers game. Fucking nerf him already.
No, I don't want them to nerf him, but they probably will.
That or make somebody that could be the anti-Meta Knight. Maybe they'll make the anti-Meta Knight character. Because a good fighter always has a character that can always beat the other, usually. Like Christy. Christy in Arena. Do you know who Yu's anti-character is? Labris. And for Yukiko, Chie. Kanji, Yukiko. Do you get what I mean? There's always...
Where's Nacho in this? It was Nacho.
Nacho Shirogane? I don't know. Well, her weakness would probably be a close-range character, too. Like Akihiko. Because she's supposed to use guns. You get what I mean? You have to have characters that can outbeat each other. Kind of like a circle. Like how you have fire, water, grass. If they can do that, that could also work for Smash Brothers very well. For any fighting game, so it should work with Smash Brothers too.
Yeah.
Next
anyway,
game.
Is that it?
No, I've got 4 more.
Okay.
Mario Party for the 3DS. Please have Power Stars and coins again.
Wait, I'm sorry, what was that one?
Mario Party for the 3DS.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Didn't they already know?
They did.
I just want to say that the last Mario Party 9, was a big disappointment to me.
It was.
All the fucking hype for nothing.
It was stupid.
It's not like it was made by Nintendo. What?
Because, like, it was the first one that wasn't co-opted with Hudson, because Hudson closed their doors beforehand. And it clearly shows that Mario Party 9 was not worked on by Hudson.
What's so hard about using the fucking coins and stars? It's not like they own them. Nintendo invented the coin
system.
What?
Oh, by the way, you can use coin stores.
The minigame system, it's not the same.
Yeah, because everybody wins no matter what. Except for 4th place, they might just get 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's like basically every game is a battle minigame, except there's nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Let's hope this one's not like that. Here's hoping. No more disappointment, Nintendo. We are watching you. And
I'm not disappointed in you, Nintendo.
Yeah. Next game, Persona 5. That's a shot in the dark, too. Devil Survivor 2, they might talk about that. And the last game, Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem. the way I'm seeing it, there were only 8 characters revealed, and it looks like they're only going to stick with the main series. And if they have to do other franchises like Devil Survivor or Digital Devil Saga, they might just get 2 characters from each of the spin-offs. And I'm hoping for Persona 3, they're probably going to have the Persona 3 protagonist. I would love to see the Persona 3 female protagonist to go along like with her or with him, but I don't think so. Probably.
But they're both dead.
God damn it, Derek! You spoiled the game to everybody.
Oh, well, crap. I did not realize that. I'm sorry. Ignore whatever I just said.
Now they heard.
Ah, crap. I'm sorry, people.
Okay, next. Persona 4. All I know for Persona 4, I want... You know who I want. I want you and Yukiko in there. He's a physical attacker, and she could be like a mage healer type. It works. Just combinations that kind of work for each other. 'Cause that's the way I'm seeing it so far.
That and you ship those 2 out the wazoo.
Fuck yeah! Fuck you haters! Fuck you, Soji Yukiko!
I kind of support it, but, you know.
You like Naoto so much.
Not
Hey,
so
man.
few.
I have my own shippings, but, you
Yeah.
know, I'm not going to get into that right now.
Fuck you, yaoi shippers with Soji Yosuke. That doesn't make sense to me.
The worst one is Dojima and you, fucking main character.
That's incest.
Okay, let's not talk about shipping
Let's
now.
not talk about shipping. We're done with that.
E3?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to talk about before it gets into a shipping war.
No, wait,
That's another video for another day.
No, the best game.
The last...
best
Okay,
game from Atlas. Wait, can I say something?
hurry it up.
The best game from Atlas would be the shipping game from Persona.
It's the shipping game.
Isn't that every dating sim?
Oh my
Not
god.
really. 'Cause you only have one main character, and then
Pimp it.
Just
Wait. No, I take that back. Isn't that The Sims?
yes. No.
Sims 4? Oh, that would actually be interesting. Sims 4. That's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
Let's add
More
that.
things
Let's
like
add that to the list. Sims 4.
Yeah, Sims 4.
You can't
totally.
really expect much except a better fashion sense. Because
like, we all know if EA screws up on Sims 4, then they're done
that's
for.
what we save for the next video. But to finish up what I was trying to say about Shin Megami Tensei's Fire Emblem, my theory is that it's gonna react with like the gimmick of the 4th game of Shin Megami Tensei 4. It looks like there's time travel. So what I'm thinking, somehow they did a time travel, but it fucked up. They go across to space and time, and they somehow end up in the Fire Emblem world because it looks like they're going to be the guests. And as for the fighting system, I think it's going to be tactical RPG, like they walk up to each other, and then it goes into more RPG-like traits.
Like Persona 4 kind of.
Well, they can only move an X amount of tiles, and so can your other side. And the way I'm thinking...
Oh, I see where you're getting at. Like,
yeah,
it's
they'll approach each...
Fire Emblem.
You have to approach each other. They both try to do some, like... They get to choose their own types of attacks as they're fighting, and then it stops for a bit.
Like, I think it should be like they go up to each other.
Like how...
then
Okay,
Persona.
you know how Fire Emblem, they select their weapon, and then they go in for the fight?
Yeah, like
Kind of
which
like
ones
that,
they
except
choose.
they choose as they're fighting.
They were like, Fire Emblem weapons. The
But it's really hard to tell.
people.
But I know Atlas and Fire Emblem, they're both good with what they do in terms of battle systems, so I think they'll do really
that
well.
would be interesting.
But they gotta do it.
Again, I just want to say right now, I can't really have an opinion right now.
We've been aware of this,
I'm
Derek.
still here, but...
In spirit.
We've been
Yeah.
aware of this, Derek, but that's what I'm thinking at least. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be a mix of the two. And trust me, they are gonna probably have some insane difficulties because
Oh god.
Fire
like,
Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei are notorious for having the hardest battles in
permadeath.
RPGs.
That's all I have to say.
Permadeath. I don't want permadeath
Yeah.
on Demi-Fiend. No, Demi-Fiend.
Yeah,
not.
Fire Emblem's pretty hard.
Casual and permadeath kind of option.
Shin Megami Tensei, I think, arguably has some of the hardest games out there. I know Devil Survivor has the hardest optional boss in video game history. That's Demi-Fiend, ironically. That fucker.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah, let's not talk about how difficult and how murderous he is.
The endings are already hard enough to get. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
And there might be a possible multi-ending thing.
That multi-ending.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I don't know how they're gonna gather, like, all
That's
the, like...
actually kind of hard.
What's
actually.
difficult for this part is that, mind you, between each Fire Emblem game, centuries pass. So how are they going to get all the characters from the past into the present? That's what
I
I'm
think it's
wondering.
gonna be like, you know,
Time machine from the fourth protagonist.
on Fire Emblem Awakening, they do kind of make sense with this. The
Outer Realms?
older people are cards, which is
Maybe.
yeah,
They might
So-
exploit stuff like that, but it's probably going to be a combination of the Outer
I know.
Realms and
It's
the Time
gonna-
Machine.
They're
It's gonna
probably
take-
just gonna do some magical time-altering
It's good logic.
thing.
It's gonna, what-
Post-apocalyptic,
RPG.
turns out they went to another world.
It's gonna take place in when Fire Emblem Awakening is finished. Like that's
So
fine.
then they would have to have main unit appear again. But I don't know how they do that, considering they have to counter in who got married with who, how the character
The
looks like, and their
siblings.
stats. Yeah.
I think it's gonna go with the main shippings, like fucking Kron with Samia and all that stuff. But
I don't think they'll find a way around it. You know, Atlas has a way of getting around ships. Just look at Persona 4. So I'm certain they'll help Fire Emblem people steer away from that.
it's like, why didn't you ship Guileless with Harja or something?
Probably. They might not mention it at all. I don't think you'll see the kids at all, though. Just like
Yeah, because that'll bring up a lot of controversy.
that's how you know who might be
That's how-
with who.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Persona 4 animation, they kind of really did the trick. Don't
They
get
they
him-
got they teased at every ship possible, but they never made him get with one
Yeah.
because it's supposed to be meant up to the person themselves who plays it. That's why. So we don't.
Oh gosh, you keep going, you.
I want, yeah, that to happen, but I know it won't happen because of all the yaoi fanatics, and they could all.
Oh god,
Let's not bring that up right
I
now.
know.
keep going.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure we're over time right now.
Holy shit, we are 26 minutes. How the fuck did we get this far?
That's because, Josh, you always have to talk.
I have a long list compared to you all. That's why. So okay,
Yeah.
that's it for part 2. We're going part 3. We'll answer the second question. So you two say bye, even though you didn't talk much.
Bye.
I'm sorry,
Bye.
but yeah, you guys can say what you think of games you want, or do you agree with what I'm thinking of? Oh yeah, feel free to give me theories on some of the games that I mentioned, or
There's
what
us
these.
knows.
Okay, we're
Leave your
going.
interesting comments in the comment section below.
Shut up, Ray William Johnson.
I don't even watch him anymore.
I don't either.
Anyway,
You two say
see ya.
goodbye.
in the next
Bye.
episode.
Till next time, stay gold.